Hello, welcome back to Antoinette with my channel, Antoinette for Intuitive Tarot and Jewellery. I'm doing another walkthrough today. This is on the Sweet Twilight. Now this deck I saw on Candy, Soul and Soil's channel and instantly fell in love with it because of the colours. She appears to have a very similar taste in decks to me. She loves colour, she loves being creative, she's very artistic, probably more artistically talented than I am and what I would aspire to be. But this deck spoke to me when she was flipping through and I had to go look it up, which will come as no surprise to those who've realised I have zero self-control when it comes to tarot decks now. These are the backs of the cards. This was an instant kind of yes. As soon as I saw the backs, really, I didn't have to see any more. They were just amazing. These are the cards that come with the deck on the inserts. You get one of these. It's, did I say already? Lo Scarabeo. So there's the 2 spare cards. You get your little white book. I use paper clips. I clip out all the irrelevant information. And with that paper clip, I also clip the spare cards to it so that they're not constantly floating around in my decks. Just a tip for what I do. So again, as a standard Lo Scarabeo, there's you get like a deck spread suggestion. You get some information about the deck, and then we have the major arcana. This deck has a little bit more, so it's got like, 3 lines per card written as it goes through. And it does the suits in order right the way through to the court cards. So each suit has everything in order, whereas sometimes it splits them up. And then we have spread for the Sweet Twilight, the guiding star cards. And that would relate to the layout that we see there. So there you go. Here's the box, quick look around the box. Your standard barcodes. And then the cards. Let's just see if we can zoom in on these. Right, try and keep them in shot so they don't disappear. Starting with the Fool, so they should be in order. I've put them back into order because I couldn't help, I wanted to shuffle them. Magician, High Priestess, the Empress. So with the Lo Scarabeos, they write on the tops and bottoms in the different languages so you know what you're looking at. Emperor. Hierophant. Lovers. I mean, the colours are really, I think they're amazing, and the pictures are a little bit more out there. The Chariots. Justice. So this deck follows the kind of Visconti Sporzas and the Marseille decks, with having Justice as number 8 instead of the Strength card. The Hermit. We have the Wheel. I love that background wheel though, rainbow, or like shooting star and rainbow, however you want to see them. There's our Strength. Does that remind anyone else of Yoda? Hanged Man. That's kind of interesting. What's he got on his chest there? Depends what you see, really. First of all, I thought it was scissors. Maybe it's a butterfly or something flying off, because there's some others in the... But right there, it's almost like a scissor. Okay. Death. Temperance. I love the fact that it's a rainbow. The Devil. El Diablo. Or as many of us know, the wine from the Devil's Cellar. If you watch British TV. The Tower. That's a well-known advert. There's our star. It's just a great take, isn't it? It's very whimsical. I feel like there's a lot of whimsy in this deck. Can't wait to properly use it for myself. Moon, there's our sun. Judgment. It's a more peaceful form of judgment, I think, that one. Then we have our world. It's almost like the hot air balloon, isn't it? And we're on to swords. So starting with our ace. There's our 2. This one's kind of interesting, isn't it? She's in the water. You can see the tide back there. And instead of having 2 swords crossing her, her sword's actually over here. So what is it she's scared to look at, I suppose, might be the question. The 3 of swords, yeah, it's not only just heartbreak, is it? Sometimes we hurt ourselves with what's going on. There's our 4, 5, 6. That's a real, yeah, you can definitely see she's being guided, can't you? 7. That's cute. 8. She's bound and swinging. 9. There's a very definite sort of maybe depression-esque feeling with that card. I don't normally get depression when I see those 9 of swords, but it's in there. There's our 10. Laying our nonsense to rest. So knave instead of page. Here's our knight charging forwards on her unicorn. Fiery looking queen. King. That's really interesting, isn't it? Scarecrow. Right, here we go. Wands. There's our ace. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Who are we fighting? 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Page. Knight. Queen. And king. Ace of chalices. Nice cup. The skull there reminds me of the ones in Tarot del Toro, which apparently the makers of are doing a labyrinth deck, just out of interest for those that enjoy that deck. Chalices, number 2, 3. I guess these are the other people that she's having fun with. 4. So there is some standard imagery in here, but there's a twist to it, isn't there? There's a very definite twist. I mean, the colours are unusual and unique. The fact that all the, people are potentially vampires in this, have that deathly pallor to them. 8, 9, 10. There's our page. So you see he very definitely isn't a standard colour, and to me he looks like a vampire. There's a vampire eyes in there. Knight, queen, king. Look at all that knowledge he has. Right, pentacles. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that Catwoman? And there's our 10. She looks very happy. Little sparklers. Well, that's what reminds me of sparklers. There's our page. Knight. Riding a kind of fish. Queen. That reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas. And there's our king. There you are. Let me know what you think. Have you got this deck and are you working with it? What's your favourite card? Just, I think it's worthy of a note that although this suits are written on the top, there is a slight colour change to them as you go through. So the pentacles have like an orangey, browny, green mix to them. The wands I felt, the chalices seem to have like the heart-centered colours. There was a little bit of blue in there, but it felt like kind of the dusky pinky purples, orangey reds into purpley oranges. Does that make sense? The wands, when I was first observing this deck, had a lot of green in them, much like the pentacles. But there was also, for me, I felt like there was sharp elements of red when you went through. And there's a great example of the colours all kind of merging. And then the swords for me felt mostly blues and purplies going through. It felt like a very definite blue suit. That's the word I'm looking for. Right, that's it. I will love you and leave you. Please do like, subscribe or share. Give me a comment, thumbs up. It all just helps the old algorithm. I appreciate you for watching and take care. Bye-bye.